Crasher, we got 22 seconds and counting.
Sweet.
Suck in the gut.
Starts tomorrow, babe.
Yep, it sure does.
Starts tomorrow.
What do you think about that, YouTube?
3 weeks of
Richie,
a
10
clean
seconds, my
plan.
friend, before we go live on the Freak Radio Network, YouTube, and Facebook, and InstaScribe. You ready? 4, 3, 2, 1.
Most of the time, whenever I go in there and talk to him, he's got something on his mind, on his plate. Fortunately for me, it's been mostly good stuff, so I'll take it.
Look how young I look, Kenny. Look, I'm 30, man. Well, 330, man. Shh, it keeps the wrinkles off, baby.
Would you go bald for the rest of your life if it meant you were going to win the Indy 500?
Well, I feel like that's a bit of a silly question.
Please hang up and try again.
Radio Network, broadcasting from the Lucas Oil Studios. Driven by General Tire.
Rock on, baby!
It's Speed Freaks. Motorsports Radio redefined with Kenny Sargent.
We love to party.
Crash Gladys.
What are we doing for the bachelorette party?
Here's the Freaks.
So Coach Joe Gibbs says, you know what there? Number 19, you are not my man. Number 20 is my man. Christopher Blair, as opposed to Christopher. Hold on, settle down, Crasher. Christopher, do not call me Blair. You okay with that?
Okay. Yes.
Christopher, don't call me Blair. Bell wins at Atlanta. If you follow the Freak Nation, you know our relationship with Worldwide Technology Raceway. The president of the track, it's Chris Blair. And he, along with the track and the Freak Nation's tenure in the business, we clammed on to Christopher Bell earlier, and by God, we're going to have Christopher Bell right here on the show. You follow me, Crash?
I follow you 100%.
Oh.
And there is such a history in our 25 years of doing Speed Freaks of how Kenny loves to mess up names.
That's a two-shot. Do not look at the camera, Crasher. That is a two-shot. Do not look at. You can look at me. There you go. Richard C. Suave's here. Cole's here. Kenny Sargent, Crash Gladys, Speed Freaks, embarking on our 25 years of doing Speed Freaks. Thank you guys for being a part of this big old thing. Yep, you saw him. Christopher Bell will be here in the Freak Nation. Antron Brown, as we get set for the NHRA season coming up in about 11, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
All right. And Marcus Armstrong, running for Meyer Shank Racing in the IndyCar Series, ran for Chip Ganassi last year. He'll be joining us here in the second hour of the Freaks. Do not, every noise I make, Crasher, do not go, oh my God, what happened? What did you just do?
Well, okay, when I'm using only my ears and I wasn't looking at you at the time, that sounded, well, not tasty. Let's put it that way.
Was it?
It sounded really interesting.
Listen, at 7 a.m. in the morning, I have a freaking Flonase bottle halfway up my freaking melon to try and clear up these stupid allergies I've had for 2 months, and I'm not allergic to anything. What?
Everybody's been talking about allergies recently.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's how we're kicking the show off. Allergies suck, ladies and gentlemen. We can all agree on that. We'll disagree about NASCAR, Atlanta, Daytona. We'll disagree about all that throughout the show, but we can agree that allergies suck.
So bring back Carl Edwards Clarendon sponsorship.
Ooh.
We all need that right about now.
Throwback, yeah.
You know what's bitching about this, Freak Nation? Again, we will be celebrating a hell of a race in Atlanta coming up in moments, but Cole Cusimano recently joined the Freak Nation 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I just found out that the bastard is allergic to cats. And we've got cats.
I am.
Crap.
Yeah.
And we've got cats here in the studio, Freak Nation. Do you sneeze at all when you get down?
My eyes get very itchy and red. That's about it. Yeah. Now, I get kind of lucky in that sense, but pollen, cats, that's my two big bugaboos right there. Yeah.
No.
Richie, are you allergic to anything?
No, I'm not. No.
Oh.
Yeah, come on. You know, only thing I'm allergic to is like some random amphetamine something or other. I don't even know what it is, but or what it does.
Some random amphetamine.
Yeah, I don't know. Dude, yeah. I know the name of it. I just have no idea what it is because my parents
told me. Antihistamine, not amphetamine. You know, amphetamine speed, bro.
Okay, I think you might be right.
Wait, are you allergic to penicillin?
No, not penicillin.
Oh, my
no,
God.
it's something called sulfa. I don't know what that is.
Oh, yeah. It says, okay.
It's like, I think it's like an antibiotic or something.
You cannot get a urine infection like ever because that's the drug for it. So yeah, just don't get any one of those. Yeah. Just saying.
Atlanta was a hell of a race. It did not disappoint, and like most of your super speedways, the last 30, 35 laps certainly provides some entertainment for us. I think one thing that we can all agree on, Carson Hocefer is not on a whole lot of drivers' Christmas lists for 2025, nor was he in 2024. The conversations between Hocevar, Ryan Blaney, Ross Chastain, among others, if there was only a microphone that somebody could jab in there, Bob Pockrass, front stretch, kicking the tires, race face, if only those happy bastards had a microphone, sticking it in the face of Ryan Blaney and Carson Hocevar, we would have that for you here in the Freak Nation, Crasher.
There's plenty of video.
Yes.
There's plenty of video of people trying to get the conversation of, yes, the two conversations that we saw on pit road, but no audio. We do have our own hosts of our audio, thanks to our friends at Kicking the Tires and Toby Christie, that we can play here shortly. But yeah, he's not making any friends. He did, though, admit on TV and a little bit in the audio that what we have, he did admit that he knows he has a lot to learn. But Carson, that learning stick or whatever you call it, it's getting shorter and shorter and shorter. You gotta, come on, you gotta do this, buddy.
Well, here's my thing. Carson, he's always remorseful, but he's been doing this, bulldozing his way to wins and to the front since he entered the Truck Series in 2021. So, I mean, I get it. I get the remorse. I get that you're learning. I get that you're still young. But at some point, you're not going to get any respect from these guys. And I feel like they're at the end of their ropes here. It's been happening for a while. He's won Rookie of the Year, been in the Cup Series for 2 years now. But it's these guys in the Cup Series, they have very little patience for things like that. So, but on that, we talked about this during Horsepower Hump Day. I am a big fan of guys with personalities. I think Carson's one of the very few that have personality from the younger generation of drivers. So I respect the aggression and all that. And yeah, I think he's good for the sport, but maybe not.
He is. He needs to learn quickly how to be a little bit more of a respectful driver because, like you were alluding to, we want Carson Hocevar to succeed in this sport. NASCAR is better if his personality is good on the track as well. So, yeah, we need Carson Hocevar to be a good driver.
Hey, I know we want to jump into this Christopher Bell. By the way, Christopher Bell, our interview with Christopher Bell coming up in about 20, 25 minutes here in the Freak Nation. But we also have immediate post-race presser audio that we're going to get to momentarily. We wanted to jump into Christopher Bell first and then Carson Hocevar, but damn it, I want to talk about Carson before I forget these two thoughts. One is the jump from him from trucks, Xfinity, about that long, and then bam, I'm in Cup. He didn't have a whole lot of room for improvement. Not at all. You go from trucks and then a blink, Xfinity, and then bam, you're right in Cup. But I find it funny. I wasn't actually laughing, but I find it funny, Cole, that of all people, Ross, get the F out of my way, Chastain, is having a conversation with Carson Hocevar. Off the top of my mind, I can't think of something real witty. Like that's Mike Tyson trying to tell somebody not to punch. I don't, it's like, come on, Ross Chastain. I mean, he's the guy that's been known for bulldozing many cars, riding walls to get to victories. So when I saw Ross Chastain, I'm going, put your arm around him, tell him, nice job. That's how the hell I did it. That's how in the hell I'm standing here in the number one with the freaking Busch series, with the Busch beer on the side of my freaking car. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong at all. And real quick, I did put out a poll. You can go at Speed Freaks on Twitter and answer the question. Carson Hocevar, ? Good for NASCAR or bad for NASCAR?
Just thumbs up.
And you know what I like, and without getting back to your point, Cole, is you've got Ryan Blaney, one of the nicest cats on the planet, not just in NASCAR, but you've got him talking to Hocevar. And maybe Hocevar, but we can't see him. He's winking at Ryan Blaney going, keep talking to me. Keep talking to people. People are going to hate me. I'm going to be punching more tickets. I'm going to get more dollars for appearance fees. I'm going to be the a-hole. Let me be the a-hole. Sound like Woody Woodpecker, didn't I? Let me be the a-hole here and punch more tickets.
Yeah, to your point, we talked about this in 2023, I believe, when Ross Chastain was winning races prior to the Hail Millen. And he was kind of slowly becoming that villain that NASCAR really needs. And you know, last year we thought maybe it was going to be Denny Hamlin who was going to kind of take over that role as being the guy that everybody shows up to root against. And now maybe Carson Hocevar can be that lightning rod and be that villain that you tune in. Here's my term. Remember this term? Hate watch?
Yep.
Remember that term?
Oh, yes.
Carson Hocevar might end up becoming that guy because he's got that great personality. He's got the Twitch streams like he was doing during the Daytona 500 rain delay. Maybe he's the guy that ends up becoming the villain that everybody hates. And that's good for sports, man. In any sport, you need somebody to hate, whether it's the Dodgers, the Yankees, whoever. Manchester City. They lost today to Liverpool, by the way.
Who hates Manchester United? People hate. Who hates Manchester City?
Everybody, because they've been winning. They've won 5 Premier League titles in a row.
But they're not as arrogant as Man U was back in the day.
They were, but Man U...
Says Liverpool Larry over there.
Man U is out of it, dude. They don't even matter anymore. They're mid-table. They haven't mattered in a decade and a half, all right?
You guys are going to cause me to lose more thoughts here. We're talking... Okay. Ross Chastain, A.J. Allmendinger, Coda. Does that ring any bells?
Oh, yeah.
Does that ring any bells?
Mm-hmm.
So why are we coming down? Why are people coming down hard on Kosovo? Ross Chastain, you did the same damn thing, brah. Are you giving him advice on how to continue to do this, and then you'll get a big boy ride? I didn't see 30 other guys fighting for the win at Atlanta like Kosovar was.
Okay, seriously. That's the 4th time. Carson Hocevar.
I like Kosovar, actually.
I like Kosovar.
It's a good combination.
Yeah.
Let's just pretend that's my nickname for him.
Okay.
I think we need more of that, though. We need more aggression. We need more like on-track things that are going to ruffle some feathers. I don't want to see NASCAR turn into something like how I perceive IndyCar or F1, where it's a bunch of guys drinking tea and playing a cordial on track. You know, like I want to see people beating fenders and just having some fun and getting aggressive on track. So.
All right, we got a break here, Freak Nation. Okay. More with Kosovar.
Kosovar.
Why not? First time we had him on, he had a freaking heavyweight belt on from TMS, Crasher.
No, it was a Craftsman chain because he had just
More
won the
freaks coming up, including Christopher Bell, right here. Freak Nation, Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
As your power steering pump ages, seal leaks may occur, causing the power steering system to lose fluid. Your power steering system may also develop an annoying squeal, and the steering may become more difficult to handle. By using Lucas Power Steering Stop Leak, you will stop the seal leaks, reduce slack in rack and pinion, eliminate the squeals and hard spots in your power steering system. It is guaranteed to stop seal leaks or your money back. Lucas Power Steering Stop Leak. It works.
This segment is sponsored by BetterHelp. You know, you hear about therapy and the broad benefits that it can provide to people, but with BetterHelp, it's not just the benefits of therapy, it's also the convenience of being able to log on to more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties. You know, we hear about red flags in life that we really should be avoiding. Something that BetterHelp is doing now, come on, race fans, you're with me here. How about looking for green flags, positive influences in your life, your family relationships, your friendships? BetterHelp can find that for you. Whether you're dating, married, building new friendships, BetterHelp can help you form relationships that love you back. Discover those green flags in your life with BetterHelp. Go today. Visit BetterHelp.com/SpeedFreaks and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/SpeedFreaks. Positivity, green flags in your life, it's all done with BetterHelp.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive styling. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
Right now at Wendy's, get 2 of these fave items for just $7. The spicier classic chicken sandwich, Dave's single, or 10-piece nugs. It's an incredible deal, but an insanely difficult choice. Do you go double chicky sando, both spicy and classic, 1 beefy and 1 chicky? Or maybe you go all in on one and go Nug Max. 2 faves for just $7? Gotta be Wendy's.
At participating Wendy's for a limited time only. Select a request 2 for $7 deal to redeem. Not valid in a combo or with saucy nugs. Single item at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Spring forward with real unlimited data from Straight Talk this tax season and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. So you can stream games during Mad March hours, check the weather for April showers, and watch gardening videos about May flowers. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 4/15/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires purchase of single line gold unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
You're listening to Speed Freaks Motorsports Radio Redefined.
Brought to you by our good friends at Lucas Oil. Go to lucasoil.com to find a line of products to keep inside your engine, outside your engine, outside your car, inside your car, snappy and happy. Like that? Go to lucasoil.com. That's lucasoil.com. Thank you guys for hanging out with us here in the Freak Nation. Christopher Bell will be joining us here in the Lucas Oil Studios. We'll also have Antron Brown as we continue to celebrate Black History Month. Antron Brown, a 3-time driving champion and a 4-time champion. Excuse me. How do I phrase that, Crasher?
Yeah, good
He's
point.
a 4-time champion with 1 championship in there as a team owner and driver.
Yes, there
How
you
about
go.
that?
One team, yeah. Nailed
Top
it.
Fuel at NHRA. He'll be joining us here in the Freak Nation. And Marcus Armstrong, IndyCar Series pilot, running for Meyer Shank Racing this year.
Yep.
And if you were with us the first segment, Carson Hocevar's new name is Kosovar. Is that right?
According to you.
All right. Cool. That's the way I like it.
Hey, that's 2 weeks in a row. We've come up with new nicknames. William Boring.
Right?
William Boring.
Yeah.
And Kosovar. I like it.
Maybe that's his alter ego, Kosovar. Maybe that's the asshat, Carson Hocevar's Kosovar. Come on, we got Kosovar or Hocevar today. We got to put some.
Yeah, we got to get him in the Freak Nation here in Phoenix, and we got to ask him about it.
He's with Spire. Spire loves us, so let's get him in here, man. You know what? Let's ride that. Well, you guys don't have to, but I'll be happy to ride that freaking Hocevar bus.
Yeah. I mean, I think we all said we want him to succeed.
Yeah.
We want Carson Hocevar because he's got a spectacular personality. We want him to succeed in the sport.
Let me just make a joke here. Kosovar and Michael McDowell are some big-ass dudes, and they both drive for Spire. Imagine if those guys had a freaking baby. Their freaking driver would be like 6'8". Those are huge guys, man.
Go out of the cockpit and into basketball.
Be huge. Cole.
That was quite a thought.
Cole, now that you've been on the show for a few weeks now, do you drive home and just think, what have I gotten myself into?
I love it. I love busting chops, talking motorsports. It really is awesome. I love this so much. You have no idea.
What? I mean, in the show we already talked about being allergic to cats. Richie's allergic to speed. And we talk about 2 dudes having a big baby. It's like, where else are you going to get that?
I mean, you mentioned the allergies. On top of the cats and the pollen, I'm allergic to soccer talk. I don't like soccer.
Oh, the door is right over there. Hey, and the shortest tenured individual with the Freak Nation.
More importantly, I'm allergic to NASCAR throwing the caution flag on a 3-wide finish for the win at Atlanta.
Nice pivot.
Good
Nice
recovery.
pivot.
Because I was about to bring up a pizza box, but I guess I'm not now.
Oh, I love soccer.
Hey, Freak Nation, let me just tell you all about Amici's Pizza. If you follow Amici's Pizza on Instagram, it's blowing up here in Mesa. There's your phone number right now. When you come into Phoenix, Arizona, be sure to stop by Amici's. If you can freaking get in the damn place.
You said when you come to Phoenix, NASCAR fans are coming to Phoenix in just days.
There you go.
So there you go. Yes,
Thanks,
come to
guys.
Amici
Appreciate
Pizza.
that.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed the botch loop and the vodka pizza.
Yeah. Oh, and we
Yes,
know
we
for
did.
sure.
Thank you. Freak Nation, Christopher Bell, friend of the Freak Nation, and actually a dude that we like pretty damn well. Wow, some good English for you. I hope my daughter's not listening to that. He's been in the Freak Nation many, many times, and it's gone through the Toyota channels, the DeWalt channels, and of course Joe Gibb channels to get him here in the Freak Nation. We're going to spend a good 5-6 minutes with him coming up in about 15 minutes. But this is Christopher Bell immediately following the race when the drivers joined the press corps, and talk about the damn race. Richie, good thing I know what the hell he's going to talk about because
hey, that's why I'm here, because I can set it up for you. Okay, so first of all, I think we can all agree that Atlanta has truly become one of the elite tracks on the NASCAR calendar all season long.
Mm-hmm.
It is the track that when you see it now coming up in the fall, we're gonna circle it. What the hell? What the hell?
Look at Richie's pose. Go back to your shot, Richie. It's like you're breaking down.
He looks like a DJ. Looks good.
This is what
DJ
happens.
Swampy.
This is what happens when I'm trying to do two things at once and set up this clip so we can play it for everybody.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, so this is Christopher Bell explaining why Atlanta has become the best drafting track on the schedule from his post race at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
I mean, certainly that was the most, this is the most fun style of speedway racing that I've done in my career. It's different. It's different than Daytona, Talladega, and I think a lot of it just has to do with the way that the lanes open up, and it seems like for the most part there's always somewhere to go, and you can take your runs, take your momentum, and the top opens up, the bottom opens up, and you're able to, for the most part, if you do a good job driving and your car's handling well, you can move forward.
Richie, is there any way that you can bring that just a still shot of him back up?
Oh, what are we making fun of now?
I'm not making fun of anything. Can you bring that up? Look at that black hole right there in his crotch.
You are making fun of this. To be perfectly honest, though, truth be told, it's the first thing I saw, too.
I know it. He's got the yellow banana suit, the DeWalt suit. Love DeWalt. Love the company. But Richie, bring that up again. It's like, it's right there. It's like,
Jesus. Golly, putting the freaks and speed freaks tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Speed
not
freaks
you.
after dark.
Right. Richie's freaking allergic to speed, as you said.
Yeah, he's not a speed freak.
Hey, Christopher Bell earned that son of a gun. He had so many people on his tail, including Kosovar, not Hocevar, but Kosovar, trying to wedge his way into taking that win. But Christopher Bell and the Toyotas at this track, I didn't know what to expect. In fact, I had, two Fords and a Chevy winning the race. I had 0 Toyotas winning the race. Did anybody have any You had a Toyota.
I did. I had Bell.
But in Beat the Freaks?
Wasn't in Beat the Freaks, yes, and we'll go over that by the end of the show. I believe the only lap that Christopher Bell led was right there at the end of the final lap to take the victory. So, boom.
What's the saying?
Yep.
If you're not first, you're last.
Nice.
First, you're last.
No, but you're right.
It's
You can't win the damn race
without leading the last lap.
There you go.
Something like that.
Richie, of course, goes to the
What?
to the documentary of NASCAR. Cole, any surprise that Christopher Bell was around to win that race?
Absolutely not. If you guys listened to the money stop, Christopher Bell was my sleeper pick for the win. And I had said, based off the eye test, the last couple years, he and Alex Bowman, my other sleeper, had really improved their drafting track program. Whereas when they first entered the Cup Series, they really were not finishing these races off. Last year, he had I think 3 top 5s, 4 top 5s, bunch of top 10s. So it was not a surprise to me, honestly. I really had a good feeling about Christopher Bell this weekend, and what do you know? He went up in victory lane.
How did you feel about Austin Cindric?
I felt great, and he looked great until the end, until Larson slide jobbed him into the wall. But
and that's it wasn't me trying to manifest it with Cindric, because he's one of those Hocevar dudes that I want to succeed. A young guy, says what's on his mind. He's pleasurable to talk to. Great freaking interview.
And he's also tall, like Michael McDowell and Carson Hocevar.
Yeah. The tall SOBs.
Yeah.
I want him to win. I just expected something like that to happen with Austin Cindric. That's why I could not go with your recommendation of Austin Cindric.
You expected Kyle Larson to slide job him?
Yes, I manifested that. I was lying awake last night going,
slide job.
I just don't understand how you can really believe that you expected something like that to happen with Austin
I didn't
Cindric.
say I manifest.
Because he was so good in Daytona. I was one of those people that assumed that good was going to carry over.
I'm assuming the inexperience is what you're referring to. It
has to be.
Right, okay. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
He had a great race, though. Leading laps, up front the entire time.
Wasn't he top 5?
Yes.
90% of the time?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Crash. It wasn't.
Hey, here's a fun fact. He actually has the most stage points this season in the Cup Series. With 30. Cindric. Mm-hmm.
Crasher acting like I got a freaking voodoo doll in there going, no, no, no.
No, I just thought, how could you think that he would just get in a wreck? He was so good at Daytona. But I hear you now.
I believe I said it on Horsepower Hump Day that after Daytona, Austin's finishes average right around 20th.
Oh, yes, you did.
And I took that to heart. I didn't want to bet with my heart because him, among a few other guys, I want to win freaking races.
Hey, got COTA coming up, road course.
Mm-hmm.
We know Austin loves those too.
Yep.
Absolutely.
The biggest surprise for me at this race, got to go to break. We'll share that with you coming up. Let's do that next with. What's so funny?
Let's listen to alarms.
Let's got to remind me we got a break here in 30 seconds, Crash.
Yeah.
Our surprises from Atlanta. I'm just glad we had a damn good. There's 2 races in a row that are just bueno from start to finish with Daytona and Atlanta. We'll hit that. But coming up next, your winner from Atlanta, friend of the Freak Nation, Christopher Bell. We caught up with him. Also coming up, Marcus Armstrong and Antron Brown here in the Freak Nation. We're going to make Cole talk 5 minutes about IndyCar.
Oh, okay.
More freaks next.
It'll be fun.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive styling. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
Keeping your pride and joy perfect is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Start with Slick Mist Speed Wax. Simply mist on and wipe off for professional detail or shine. For your tires and trim, there's Lucas Slick Mist Tire and Trim Shine. Spray on and wipe off for better than new look. Then finish her with Lucas Slick Mist Interior Detailer. Just spray and wipe. Easy. Use Lucas Slick Mist Car Care products and she'll never look better. Fast, easy, and professional. Really, it's sort of like having an extra set of hands. Or 3.
This segment is sponsored by BetterHelp. You know, you hear about therapy and the broad benefits that it can provide to people, but with BetterHelp, it's not just the benefits of therapy, it's also the convenience of being able to log on to more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties. You know, we hear about red flags in life that we really should be avoiding. Something that BetterHelp is doing now, come on, race fans, you're with me here. How about looking for green flags, positive influences in your life, your family relationships, your friendships? BetterHelp can find that for you. Whether you're dating, married, building new friendships, BetterHelp can help you form relationships that love you back. Discover those green flags in your life with BetterHelp. Go today. Visit BetterHelp.com/SpeedFreaks and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/SpeedFreaks. Positivity, green flags in your life. It's all done with BetterHelp.
Spring forward with real unlimited data from Straight Talk this tax season and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. So you can stream games during Mad March hours, check the weather for April showers, and watch gardening videos about May flowers. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 4/15/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires purchase of single line gold unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
Lowe's knows that your deadlines don't change, even when your job does. But with Lowe's Buy Online, Pick Up in Store, we'll help you adjust on the fly. And when you absolutely can't leave the project, we can deliver to your job site as soon as same day. Lowe's knows pros. We help, you save. Valid on eligible in-stock orders and select zip codes placed by 2 p.m. for same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Fees vary based on purchase. More terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
3 years of sellout crowds. 3 years of edge-of-your-seat action. 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR. And now, NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship playoffs are coming. Sunday, September 7th, 2025. Go to www.traceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
Rev up your passion for speed. MAVTV Go is the ultimate streaming app for race fans. Enjoy exclusive racing, live events, groundbreaking originals, and a lot more. Anytime, anywhere, for free. Whether you're a diehard or just getting started, MAVTV Go has something for everyone. MAVTV Go, your global home of motorsports, now on the go. Download the app now.
You're listening to Speed Freaks Motorsports Radio Redefined.
Freak Nation, this segment brought to you by our good friends at Straight Talk. Need more data so you can stream your jams on a loop? What about streaming Speed Freaks? Switch to Straight Talk and get real, unlimited data on a reliable 5G network, Freak Nation. Straight Talk available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. We caught up with your winner from Atlanta, Christopher Bell. Caught up with him in Daytona, talked to him about many, many things. He is a big fan of Worldwide Technology Raceway, which, of course, is back on the schedule. Well, it's on the schedule this year, and it's also in the playoffs race, which is going to provide even a higher level of competition on that track. It's a big-time it's a big-time favorite of these drivers, just given the design of the track. But I digress. Christopher Bell, talked to him about Worldwide Technology Raceway, talked about how he's having a damn good time, and, of course, running for Coach Joe Gibbs. Christopher Bell, now, Freak Nation. You're having, granted it's an early year, but it just seems like you're having much more fun than the last time I stuck a microphone in your face at Daytona. Is it all this extra racing that you're doing?
Certainly all the extra racing makes it, I don't know, it's kind of like, I don't want to say my golf game, but a little bit like my golf game. So it's something that I enjoy doing, and yeah, it's been a fun off season, and now I feel rejuvenated and just so ready to get after it this year.
So it's the additional racing that gives you that little extra energy.
I'd say so, yeah.
Christopher Bell joins us here in the Freak Nation. I spent a good 15 minutes with Coach this week talking about the tenure of Interstate Batteries with the team. And I asked him specifically about coaching quarterbacks versus coaching drivers. And he really had the majority of things to say good about Christopher Bell and really how you're a good listener. And, I mean, when you're staring at a freaking Super Bowl winning coach, what else do you have to do, right?
You better listen, that's for sure. One thing that I've always admired about Coach is that his ability to lead people is unparalleled. And obviously, I'm honored and thrilled to drive for him, but he's just an amazing leader of teams, and he's shown that, and his resume speaks for itself.
Is there from time to time that you give him advice on anything?
No, not very often. I'm trying to think of a conversation or a time that we had where I honestly can't think of one. You know, most of the time whenever I go in there and talk to him, he's got something on his mind, on his plate, and fortunately for me, it's been mostly good stuff. So I'll take it.
With Interstate being the longest tenured sponsor in NASCAR Cup Series on your car, you've got to be aware of that and really how important it is to the team. Is there coaching that comes from Coach about how to represent that sponsor and things to say, what not to say?
I mean, no, not at first, but certainly if you screw it up, then he's going to step in and tell you about it. But I've been really fortunate to have great partners with DeWalt and Ream, and now with Interstate, majority on my car. Larry and Lane and the guys at Interstate Batteries are amazing to work with, and it's an honor to be able to carry them. And, you know, seeing Norm Miller and Joe Gibbs together, it makes it feel all right in the world. Going to WWT Raceway is always just one of the best stops on the schedule because Blair and his team go above and beyond to make sure that it is a big event. And there are so many stops along the schedule that we go to, and it's just another racetrack, just another race. His team at WWT Raceway do an amazing job of making it an event. The place is always sold out. It looks beautiful. It's an amazing racetrack, and the Cup cars put on a great race there.
I attribute it to the fact that they're not owned by NASCAR. They're not owned by Bruton Smith. They're an independent track that they've got to really watch their P's and Q's and be in tip-top shape for cats like yourself to recognize that.
Well, it shows. I mean, the effort and the hospitality that they show to the whole industry, it's visible, and I can promise you that us as drivers, we notice it as well. So it's very much appreciated, and we love the effort that the Worldwide Technology Group puts into it.
I think you were talking to Blair at the Chili Bowl about the surface of the track and how a number of the drivers really like the surface of Worldwide Technology Raceway. Why?
Yeah, it has turned out to be just a true hidden gem in the NASCAR calendar. And whenever you go to a racetrack, the only thing that you want is being able to make passes on guys whenever you're faster than them. And to do that, it takes different lanes. You have to be able to run high. You have to be able to run low. The asphalt they've hit a gold mine with. And you see it takes rubber. And whenever it takes rubber, you're able to move up the racetrack, create momentum, and get those big draft runs around the straightaway and make passes.
Is that something that you know immediately you get on the track that this is going to be bueno, or holy smokes, they need more rubber on it?
So, I mean, the first time that we showed up, you never know what you're going to get. And then all of a sudden in that first race, like the things started getting a little bit greasy and you started moving up and finding grip. There are so many tracks on the calendar that don't have that ability to move up, find rubber, or get out of the rubber and create grip. So it's all about the asphalt, the way the banking is, the track shape, and they have it all at Gateway.
Are you surprised at, again, this little gem in the rough is such a good race, a good racetrack? Again, it's not your huge market type tracks.
Am I surprised? No, because it's something different. And, I think diversifying the schedule is always a good thing. And then WWT Raceway is a place that has so unique corners, right? Turn 1 and 2 is really sharp. 3 and 4 is really, really big and fast compared to 1 and 2. So it's fun to have a completely different track that is unlike anything else out there.
But now that it's in the playoffs, do you race it differently?
Well, it certainly becomes more important, and I'm excited about it because it's right in our wheelhouse on this number 20 car. So I feel good about it, and I look forward to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Freak Nation member Christopher Bell joining us here at the Freaks Worldwide Technology Raceway.
Worldwide Technology Raceway.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
And again, Christopher Bell winning Atlanta, joining us here in the Lucas Oil Studios. Christopher Bell winning on another yellow Freak Nation. Richard C. Suave, you want to start us off with this conversation? We've got about 2.5 minutes. I'd like to spend about 20, but given the fact that Elton Sawyer had a little discussion with the drivers Sunday morning prior to the race, and again, this race finishing under yellow.
Yeah, we can talk about this the whole show if we had a chance to. But I did put out a poll on Twitter asking the Freak Nation if NASCAR made the right call here or not. Let me pull it up. I was 100% prepared to do this. I asked, should NASCAR have thrown the caution to end Sunday's Atlanta Motor Speedway race? Yep, 32%. Freak no, 68%. This is after earlier in the day, Elton Sawyer said in the drivers' meeting that they made a mistake in the Xfinity Series race by not throwing the caution and letting them race back to the line that ended up giving Austin Hill the victory. So I'm actually going to toss this to Cole here because he was pissed off while he was down on his Amici pizza watching the final laps of this race. Cole, you were not a happy camper that they decided to not let the finish play out and go to the line.
Not at all. Not at all. And I said it on Horsepower Hump Day, too. I think that NASCAR should let these guys run to the finish line unless there's like a car upside down or something. What I will say, though, is I commend NASCAR for making a decision, sticking with it before the race. So good on them for that. But I just want to see these things carried out to the end. And, yeah, this was an incredible race, start to finish pretty much, 99%. And then once you get that final lap where they throw the caution, I was just literally sick to my stomach. That was just disgusting. I'm sorry. Disgusting.
Let them race to the green, or let them race to the checkered.
Let them race. All gas, no brake.
I'm so tired of talking about this that I just want a decision to be made, which I guess they did this morning, and then I'll just go with it. Yes, it is hard not to see them race to the checkered, but just make a decision and stick with it every single time, NASCAR, every single time.
They won't. There's
they won't.
No chance in hell they're going to keep this up. They have no record of doing so. I sent this in a text to you guys earlier today, and I said that NASCAR officiating is worse than the FIA, which controls Formula One. And it's 100% true, because at least with the FIA, you know they're going to screw up 100% of the time. So you expect them to screw up. But with NASCAR, it's just like every time you don't know what you're going to get. You do not know what you're going to get from NASCAR, and that's the frustrating part about it.
Consistency is key, bottom line.
Elton Sawyer with NASCAR. We keep talking about Elton Sawyer. His title, though, Cole, is competition director. Elton Sawyer, which is why he's meeting with the drivers and giving them insight on this is where we effed up, and this is where we hope to get it right. But it's such a gray area. You know what? It's not really a gray freaking area. I think Cole's right. Unless there's somebody up there with a freaking machete or a sniper taking out cars, let him run, man. Let him go.
Then what do you do on the cool down lap? You've got melee. You expect drivers to just go through that? Again, I want to see them race it out to the end, but if you got a big wreck going on, you can't have drivers all driving through shrapnel in the cool down.
Put the brakes on it, son. Slow your ass down, Skipjack.
Wow. Skipjack.
There was history being made Saturday at Atlanta. We'll talk about that. And the domination of Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s former boss. It's all coming up. Speed Freaks Pits, Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
From the labs at Lucas Oil Products, Lucas Oil Complete Engine Treatment is a multifunctional cleaner plus lubricant. For every fill-up of gas or diesel, add one 16-ounce can of Lucas Oil Complete Engine Treatment. One bottle can treat a tank of up to 21 gallons. Its special additives allows a better fuel burn to help increase your miles per gallon. Expect longer engine life, longer oil life, cleaner exhaust, and less fuel consumption. Lucas Oil, it works.
This segment is sponsored by BetterHelp. You know, you hear about therapy and the broad benefits that it can provide to people, but with BetterHelp, it's not just the benefits of therapy, it's also the convenience of being able to log on to more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties. You know, we hear about red flags in life that we really should be avoiding. Something that BetterHelp is doing now, come on, race fans, you're with me here. How about looking for green flags, positive influences in your life, your family relationships, your friendships? BetterHelp can find that for you. Whether you're dating, married, building new friendships, BetterHelp can help you form relationships that love you back. Discover those green flags in your life with BetterHelp. Go today. Visit BetterHelp.com/SpeedFreaks and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/SpeedFreaks. Positivity, green flags in your life, it's all done with BetterHelp.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive style. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
What's better than one win? 3 wins. With Straight Savings, you keep your own phone, get one line for only $25 a month with real unlimited data, and get rewarded with a $200 phone credit after 12 months. It's a win-win-win. Head to Walmart or visit straighttalk.com today. Switch to Straight Talk. Less dollars, more sense. Straight Savings Plan enrollment requires compatible unlocked device and new line of service. Bonus device credit requires 12 months of active service. Offer ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. Taxes and fees apply. For network management practices, see Straight Talk's terms and conditions.
Right now at Wendy's, get 2 of these fave items for just $7. The spicier classic chicken sandwich, Dave's single, or 10-piece nugs. It's an incredible deal, but an insanely difficult choice. Do you go double chicky sando, both spicy and classic, 1 beefy and 1 chicky? Or maybe you go all in on one and go Nug Max. 2 faves for just $7? Gotta be Wendy's.
At participating Wendy's for a limited time only. Select a request 2 for $7 deal to redeem. Not valid in a combo or with saucy nugs. Single item at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
3 years of sellout crowds. 3 years of edge of your seat action. 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR. And now, NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship playoffs are coming. Sunday, September 7th, 2025. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
Rev up your passion for speed. MAVTV Go is the ultimate streaming app for race fans. Enjoy exclusive racing, live events, groundbreaking originals, and a lot more. Anytime, anywhere, for free. Whether you're a diehard or just getting started, MAVTV Go has something for everyone. MAVTV Go, your global home of motorsports, now on the go. Download the app now.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, our good friends at General Tire bring you this segment. I was in freaking Tennessee Friday night. Was the show? Where the hell are we? It was Friday night where up and coming, he's not really up and coming, he's just a badass, Chase Matthew, who's tied in with Lucas Oil, was doing a show at the Ryman. And I was there doing some things with him and Lucas Oil and so forth. And it was balls cold there. It was 11 degrees at one time, walking out of the Ryman. And when it's so cold that the inside of your nose is frozen, and there was still quite a bit of snow on the street. My point is, when the inside of your nose freezes over, make sure you're rolling on a set of General Tires.
Got it.
And when you buy those tires from your favorite tire dealer, make sure you tell them the freak sent you because my nose is cold as hell. GeneralTire.com. That's GeneralTire.com. Hey, man, RCR, Richard Childress Racing, you cannot deny, if not the greatest, one of the greatest NASCAR team owners when it comes to fielding cars on super speedways. And Austin Hill got his 5th win in Atlanta Saturday night, his 3rd straight. And again, he's running for RCR. And it was the Bennett sponsor, Bennett 250, I think it was, his sponsor on the side of his car. It wasn't a big surprise. I mean, Jesse Love the week before got the win at Daytona. And we know the history of Dale Sr. and RCR. But Cole, you have some incredible stats when it comes to RCR and his drivers, right?
I do, yeah. So first off, this was a vintage Austin Hill onslaught at Atlanta. You mentioned it, there are 3 straight wins, 5 out of 7 starts. He led just under 90% of that race, but...
Wait, just this weekend?
Yes.
90%, just under 90%.
Yep, 89.5%, yes.
You know, there was a saying when MC Hammer was hot, and I think it was the name of one of his albums. It says, please, MC, don't hurt him. That's what Austin was doing that entire race.
That's a hurt.
Just hurting him.
Big time.
Right.
On top of that, he also has won every stage so far in 2025, Daytona and Atlanta. But on to RCR and their numbers on these drafting style tracks. Right. They have combined for 37 wins between Cup and Xfinity, 20 in Cup, 12 of those coming from Dale Sr., and 17 in Xfinity, 8 of those coming from Austin Hill. So only 4 less than the Intimidator, which I found to be really interesting. So 54% of RCR's drafting track wins have come from Dale Sr. or Austin Hill.
And if you, granted, I've already forgotten Jesse Love. Jesse Love won that race at Daytona, but these aren't. He's not winning these by luck or by just being up front. You're right, winning these by freaking domination.
Mm-hmm.
something where is the trick with these guys?
You know, it's a good point because both last weekend in Daytona and then now this weekend in Atlanta, so much of the talk was Ford this, Ford that.
Yeah.
But no, it ended up being, at least in the Xfinity Series, Chevys. And then Cup today, a Toyota. So, yeah, the Fords are not finding that victory lane. They're finding success, but not victory lane. So, yeah, what is it that RCR has with their Chevys? What is different for these drafting tracks, these super speedways?
I think it's just the driver behind the wheel. I think speedway racing is an art form. Guys like current day Brad Keselowski, Austin Hill have perfected it pretty much. You see guys like Ryan Blaney, Austin Cindric have a good handle on it, but obviously the Earnhardts, Jeff Gordon, they just have a knack for that style of racing. Seeing the air, I guess is the way they put it, but I really do believe it's the, I mean, obviously the engines are a big deal at these style tracks where you're making so much speed and horsepower, but I think it's the driver, the craft. It's, like I said, an art form, in my opinion.
When you look at the history of Richard Childress racing on these super speedways, granted, it's nice to have a specialty, but it's how do you take that and make it just part of the entire series versus, again, farming out these cars and the ability of these drivers to win at these super speedways? I don't know how the hell you do that. Again, not everybody's a freaking Kyle Larson. Not everybody's a Ryan Blaney.
Okay, hold on, though. There's an interesting stat as well somewhere. Kyle Larson does not have success at super speedway races, at drafting tracks.
Yeah, that's the only discipline where he has not won at in the Cup Series.
That's shocking.
Right? It says a lot, in my opinion.
Yep.
He's not the GOAT anymore, is he?
Let's not
Come
go
on.
that far.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, well, because we always glaze Kyle Larson on this show because we think that he is the best driver in the world right now.
Glazed.
And he can't win at there's 6 super speedways now every season in the Cup Series, and he can't win a 6th of the season.
You know what? You have a good point because we, for years, have said to be the greatest drivers in the world, you have to succeed at all disciplines. Super speedway racing is a discipline. He hasn't succeeded there yet.
Great on dirt.
Great on dirt. Great on road courses.
Ran the Indianapolis 500 and was leading laps and running in the top 10 the entire time. Can't do it on super speedway, so it's over. Kyle Larson is over party. Hashtag Cole. Hashtag Kyle Larson is over party.
Until he wins a super speedway.
Until he wins
What kind of freaking language is that? He's over party.
Well,
you guys are old.
Is this TikTok?
You guys are so dang old.
It's part of the hashtag. Don't you guys us. Him.
Do I have to explain everything to you?
No, you don't,
part of the hashtag,
Richard, but
Kenny.
explain over party to me. Like the party's over. Like
it's a joke, yes.
The freaking millennials are trying to rearrange proper English again.
It's a joke. It's like when something is over, when it's like old hat, when it's done, you say it. There's so and so is over party, and so yeah, we're throwing a Kyle Larson is over party.
Who is?
Me.
Okay, yeah. Let's leave that right there.
Until he wins on a super speedway.
Okay. Yeah, you need to live that.
Interesting.
Hey, I'm not the only one, too, because the internet's been saying it all dang week.
The internet's always right, so you're on something there.
Yeah, the internet.
I speak for the Freak Nation, okay? All right?
You speak Insta and X?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying, Richard C. Suave, I'm just going to tee this up for you for one of the sound bites that you're going to produce this week for Instagram and TikTok. Richard C. Suave, you're saying that Kyle Larson is no longer the GOAT in NASCAR Cup Series.
All right, give me a single shot on me, not Cole. Give me a single shot on me. Here we go. Kyle Larson is overrated because he cannot win on super speedways. ... Kyle Larson is over party on Twitter. Make it happen. Get it trending. Hashtag Kyle Larson is over party. Enjoy, internet. Back to you, Kenny.
Dang.
We have a gentleman that's in the background right now that every now and then you might see him on camera if we allow him to join us here in a few weeks, that his actual freaking license plate says K Lars. What is it, 5 Lars or something? What the hell does his license plate say? What is it, Cody?
You can say it good.
What is it?
KL5.
It says KL5. So you're saying that in the presence of a gentleman who has a freaking Phoenix, Arizona license plate with Kyle Larson on there, Richard?
I'm standing by it. Kyle Larson is over party. Yeah. When was the last time you won a championship, Kenny?
I would not hate it
Just
if.
a couple years
When was the last
ago.
time you made the championship 4? Did he make the championship 4 last year? He absolutely did not.
I just want.
Doesn't mean he's over. Are you going to say now that Max Verstappen is better driver than Kyle Larson?
That's a conversation for another day, Crasher.
We're on the Kyle Larson is over party conversation. That has to do with Kyle Larson. Could he beat Max Verstappen?
In what discipline?
Formula One.
No.
IndyCar.
Yes.
Maybe, depending on where they drive.
Oh. Okay. Coda.
So okay, Coda in an IndyCar?
Yes.
I'll take Max. I'll take Max. Absolutely.
You know what I won't take?
Whoa.
And there's not a whole lot of things that bother me. What announcers and color personnel on broadcast say, I don't care. But two things that are bothering me right now. One is Fox saying IndyCar is the fastest motorsports on the planet. It's not. In fact, it's pretty freaking slow compared to drag racing. And two, I think Chris Meyer said this today that, and Crasher, we've talked about this for 20 years, that the NASCAR Cup Series houses the greatest drivers in America.
Yeah.
I know you got to snorkel the series and you got to snorkel the broadcast team. Just say some. Can you just say some?
Some of the, yes.
Some of the greatest drivers in America. They're not, all of them are not the greatest drivers in America.
I'll take the top third of NASCAR with the top third of IndyCar. Woo, would we have a series there? But yeah, not all the NASCAR paddock can be lumped into that greatest drivers in America.
Freak Nation, coming up next hour, his name is Marcus Armstrong, running for Meyer Shank Racing, number 66 IndyCar. He'll be joining us next hour. Antron Brown, 4-time NHRA Top Fuel champion. He'll be here as we celebrate Black History Month. Big second hour coming up. Speed Freaks Pits, Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive style. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
This segment is sponsored by BetterHelp. You know, you hear about therapy and the broad benefits that it can provide to people, but with BetterHelp, it's not just the benefits of therapy, it's also the convenience of being able to log on to more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties. You know, we hear about red flags in life that we really should be avoiding. Something that BetterHelp is doing now, come on, race fans, you're with me here. How about looking for green flags, positive influences in your life, your family relationships, your friendships? BetterHelp can find that for you. Whether you're dating, married, building new friendships, BetterHelp can help you form relationships that love you back. Discover those green flags in your life with BetterHelp. Go today, visit betterhelp.com/speedfreaks and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/speedfreaks. Positivity, green flags in your life, it's all done with BetterHelp.
For more than 30 years, Lucas Oil Products has been solving some of the most difficult mechanical problems in the automotive, marine, and industrial industries. From our original Core 4 products, heavy-duty oil stabilizer, power steering, stop leak, transmission fix, and fuel treatment, we have now developed over 400 custom products to help solve some of the world's toughest mechanical issues. Go to lucasoil.com to see what we have in store for you. Lucas Oil, it works.
Lowe's knows that your deadlines don't change, even when your job does. But with Lowe's Buy Online, Pick Up in Store, we'll help you adjust on the fly. And when you absolutely can't leave the project, we can deliver to your job site as soon as same day. Lowe's knows pros. We help, you save. Valid on eligible in-stock orders and select zip codes placed by 2 p.m. for same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Fees vary based on purchase. More terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
Spring forward with real unlimited data from Straight Talk this tax season and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. So you can stream games during Mad March hours, check the weather for April showers, and watch gardening videos about May flowers. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 4/15/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires purchase of single line gold unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
Rev up your passion for speed. Mav TV Go is the ultimate streaming app for race fans. Enjoy exclusive racing, live events, groundbreaking originals, and a lot more. Anytime, anywhere, for free. Whether you're a diehard or just getting started, Mav TV Go has something for everyone. Mav TV Go, your global home of motorsports, now on the go. Download the app now.
3 years of sellout crowds. 3 years of edge-of-your-seat action. 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR. And now, NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship playoffs are coming. Sunday, September 7th, 2025. Go to www.traceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
You're listening to Speed Freaks Motorsports Radio Redefined.
Most of the time, whenever I go in there and talk to him, he's got something on his mind, on his plate. Fortunately for me, it's been mostly good stuff, so I'll take it.
Look how young I look, Kenny. Look, I'm 30, man. When you go 330, man, it keeps the wrinkles off, baby.
Would you go bald for the rest of your life if it meant you were going to win the Indy 500?
Well, I feel like that's a bit of a silly question.
Please hang up and try again.
Radio Network, broadcasting from the Lucas Oil Studios. Driven by General Tire.
Rock on, baby!
It's Speed Freaks. Motorsports Radio Redefined with Kenny Sargent.
We love to party.
Crash Gladys.
What are we doing for the bachelorette party?
Here's the Freaks.
Second hour of the Freaks. Freak Nation. Coming up in this hour, Marcus Armstrong, IndyCar Series pilot running for Meyer Shank Racing in 2025. Last year was with Chip Ganassi. He'll be joining us this hour. Also, Antron Brown, as we celebrate more of Black History Month of February. Antron Brown, 4-time NHRA Top Fuel champion, an African-American who has been coming in the Freak Nation for as long as we've been doing this thing, almost 25 years, coming up in June. So Antron Brown will be here in the Freak Nation. Christopher Bell wins Atlanta. And, of course, Atlanta comes with another freaking yellow flag, or they call it the cautions in certain circles. And Cole Cusimano, again, he hasn't left the show, given the fact we've insulted a driver that he would be happy to maybe marry one day. We insulted Kyle Larson so bad that actually, Cole, I think you were about to come to blows with Richard.
You know what? I'm going to go on record here, Richie. I want to make a bet with you here.
Oh, let's go. Come on now. Let's go.
I will bet. I don't know what I'm going to bet, but I want to make a bet with you that Kyle Larson, I'm going to go on record here, will win at Talladega this year in the spring. So in a few weeks.
Call your shot.
I'm going to say
Call
Kyle
shot.
Larson wins at a superspeedway finally and reclaims his throne in your eyes as the GOAT of motorsports.
Whoa!
I'm taking that bet, dude. There's no chance. There is no chance he comes away with the win at Talladega. Come on.
I mean,
you know what he had to do today, Cole, in order to even run up front to have a chance to win today in Atlanta? He had to run the favorite. He had to run Austin Cindric into the dang wall.
Oh, come on.
He had to cheat.
Listen.
He had to cheat.
He was up there organically on his own
all day
for a lot of the day. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a little incident with Austin Cindric. Guess what? There were a lot of people having incidents all day today. Yeah, but Larson was in the wrong. But he was still up there by himself. I mean, not by himself, but on his own ethic to get up there. So no, he earned it.
He wouldn't have been up there at all if he without that caution. Nope. No, because he wouldn't have had a chance. Because Austin Cindric was the favorite. Cole. Austin Cindric would have won that
Let's get
race.
back to this bet, and just the fact that Crasher said he earned his way up there organically. That's never been uttered here in the Freak Nation.
I meant by his own driving style. He weaved and passed his way through. It was organic.
I like organic.
It was organic.
Yeah.
That race win, it was organic.
It wasn't luck. It was organic talent.
As opposed to manufactured.
Right.
Okay, as you know, Cole Cusimano, that is a very big reach to claim the winner of arguably a racetrack where 35 guys could win the damn thing.
Right.
So it's got to be the lopsided win-loss here has to be evident what it is. It's not like Richie gives you $50 or you give him $50. There's got to be something here. It's such a large call on your part.
Right.
The money stop, by the way, you can catch it on our YouTube page, Official Speed Freaks. The win-loss, the repercussions here have to be offset, Richard.
I agree. So if Cole is right, I got to pay up big time. We just got to figure out what I have to pay up. We are well known in the Freak Nation back in the day for paying off our bets in wild ways. So we'll come up with something.
If Cole loses, he has to don an entire soccer kit.
Oh, that's the crash.
He hates soccer.
No,
that's tough.
That's not tough. Like there was a bet that Richie
on the show. I'm saying
there was a bet that Richie lost where you dropped a freaking baseball on his scrotum.
I did.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'd rather have that than watch soccer.
Oh!
Maybe just put me in front of a TV to watch a full soccer match where it ends in a 0-0 tie.
Richie had to wear. Richie's lost so many bets here in the Freak Nation. Richie had to wear a workout uni of a 21-year-old female.
Yeah.
And hold shaker weights at the same time.
Ooh, damn.
That video still exists somewhere.
It does.
And the picture, too.
Oh, yeah.
Shake weight.
All right, we got to figure this
shake
thing out
weight.
because that's such a big call, man.
Help us out, Freak Nation.
It's
All right.
bold. It's bold, but
Yep.
you know what? Like I said, for these drafting track races, especially Daytona and Talladega, you got to visualize your winner. I could see it right now. That number 5 doing donuts at Talladega. Yeah.
All right.
I got it. I got the visual.
Christopher Bell, big win at Atlanta. And again, they throw the caution. And
Well, they did what they said they were going to do.
Cole Cusimano went bananas. In fact, I had to call my daughter upstairs out of the studio because I thought he was going to start throwing knives, but he didn't. Here's Christopher Bell post-race. And Richie, would you set this up for me, my friend?
Yeah, this is Christopher Bell post-race talking about how Atlanta is becoming one of the best drafting tracks on the circuit and why it is so much easier to pass at Atlanta than it is at other drafting tracks.
I mean, certainly that was the most, this is the most fun style of speedway racing that I've done in my career. It's different. It's different than Daytona, Talladega, and I think a lot of it just has to do with the way that the lanes open up, and it seems like for the most part there's always somewhere to go, and you can take your runs, take your momentum, and the top opens up, the bottom opens up, and you're able to, for the most part, if you do a good job driving and your car's handling well, you can move forward.
Who was it last week for Daytona? Jimmy Johnson talked about how fun that race was, but who was the other driver that said that track and that race blew?
Denny Hamlin, I believe.
Yep.
Was that
Denny.
who we compared it to, where Denny was talking about what a horrible race it was, and Jimmy John was going, I love this, it's a great race, man.
That was fun.
Yeah.
But Christopher Bell just won the damn race. What do you expect him to say? Dad, you know what? I still hate Atlanta. No. He's going to say that.
But he was right. He was right, though. The Crash and I were keeping track of this at the end of the race. We were keeping track of the amount of passes for the lead in this race. And by golly, they did it. They set the record for most passes for the lead at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Ended up being 50, right?
I don't have the exact number in front of me, but the old record was 48, so they broke that.
Okay, there you go. I think it was 50.
And something else that we established in the first hour, Carson Hocevar has a new nickname. We're calling him Kosovar. That's his alter ego, Freak Nation. It's Kosovar. When he gets to feeling the Kosovar way, it's when he starts to plow through a number of drivers to work his way to the lead.
Do we have his audio, by the way?
We don't. My stinking thing don't work, so
My stinking thing.
got to move on from that.
But he basically said after the race, you could probably find this on social media. Yes, Toby Christie has it on X. He basically said, yeah, I've made some mistakes and I have some learning to do, but it's not like I'm here just to get second place. It's not like I'm here to, what do you say? It's not like we're all in a boy band and we love each other and then we go out and play on the playground. I mean, he literally said that. So yes, he's right. You're not here to get second place. You're here to win the damn thing. And he was going for the win, his first ever.
Listen, Austin Dillon hopped in a freaking turbocharged tank and T-boned his way to a win to try and get into the playoffs. At least Kosovar is playing a little pinball, right, to work his way to the front. I mean, Austin's was freaking obvious. I didn't see a whole lot of drivers walking over to Austin Dillon going, hey, pal.
Oh, because he was in victory lane, but they all typed their way into social media and venting their frustrations. Yeah, it was all good.
Carson Hocevar, as I look into the camera, single shot, Richie. Carson Hocevar, continue to do what you're doing. You heard Jamie McMurray say, listen, man, we're not here to throw roses at people. Jamie actually didn't say that. I have no idea why I just said that. But listen, continue on with what you're doing. Work your way to the front. I don't give a damn how you do it. There's a dude named the Intimidator. Was the Intimidator. Did Dale Earnhardt make any friends on his way to, 7 championships? No. Oh, he's everybody's buddy now, isn't he? Now that he's gone. But Hocevar, you do the same damn thing. Work your way up there. Dude, you're still second season full time in the Cup Series? Mm-hmm. Continue to do your S. Don't listen to Ross Chast freaking Chastain. The dude worked his way up to many finishes by knocking other happy bastards out of the way. A.J. Allmendinger, Coda. A.J. Allmendinger had every reason to go over there with a freaking blunt machete and start taking out his freaking watermelons. No, shut up. Do it, Kosovar. It's Kosovar, the alter ego. All right, I feel better.
What Jamie McMurray said was drivers need to be selfish, which then echoes what we got from Hocevar. And then he said, yeah, I'm not here to be a part of a boy band and play with everyone on the playground.
Damn, we already got a break again?
Show's flying.
Yeah. We were going to... shows you where IndyCar lands here.
Oh,
sorry, we don't have time for you tonight. So Marcus Armstrong is coming up in a few minutes. So
Freak Nation, IndyCar Series pilot running for Meyer Shank Racing. Marcus, don't call me Erickson, Armstrong will be joining us next. We get set for St. Pete, and Turn 1 on Sunday afternoon is always a festive occasion. Marcus Armstrong coming up next. Speed Freaks Pits and Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
As your power steering pump ages, seal leaks may occur, causing the power steering system to lose fluid. Your power steering system may also develop an annoying squeal, and the steering may become more difficult to handle. By using Lucas Power Steering Stop Leak, you will stop the seal leaks, reduce slack in rack and pinion, eliminate the squeals and hard spots in your power steering system. It is guaranteed to stop seal leaks or your money back. Lucas Power Steering Stop Leak. It works.
This segment is sponsored by BetterHelp. You know, you hear about therapy and the broad benefits that it can provide to people, but with BetterHelp, it's not just the benefits of therapy, it's also the convenience of being able to log on to more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties. You know, we hear about red flags in life that we really should be avoiding. Something that BetterHelp is doing now, come on, race fans, you're with me here. How about looking for green flags, positive influences in your life, your family relationships, your friendships? BetterHelp can find that for you. Whether you're dating, married, building new friendships, BetterHelp can help you form relationships that love you back. Discover those green flags in your life with BetterHelp. Go today. Visit BetterHelp.com/SpeedFreaks and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/SpeedFreaks. Positivity, green flags in your life, it's all done with BetterHelp.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive style. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
Right now at Wendy's, get 2 of these fave items for just $7. The spicier classic chicken sandwich, Dave's single, or 10-piece nugs. It's an incredible deal, but an insanely difficult choice. Do you go double chicky sando, both spicy and classic, 1 beefy and 1 chicky? Or maybe you go all in on one and go Nug Max. 2 faves for just $7? Gotta be Wendy's.
At participating Wendy's for a limited time only. Select a request 2 for $7 deal to redeem. Not valid in a combo or with saucy nugs. Single item at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Spring forward with real unlimited data from Straight Talk this tax season and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. So you can stream games during Mad March hours, check the weather for April showers, and watch gardening videos about May flowers. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 4/15/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires purchase of single line gold unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
You're listening to Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio Redefined.
Freak Nation, it's the first time for Marcus Armstrong to join us here in the Lucas Oil Studios. And if you could tell, he's sitting in his car, big-ass workout, has that lettuce flowing. Does anybody in your family have a bald head? Because you certainly aren't headed that direction, Marcus.
Well, you're wrong, actually. I feel like I am heading in that direction, slowly but surely. I'm going to try and keep that covered up for now, but I don't think I have anyone bald in my family. Not that that's a bad thing, but who knows? With the stress of motorsport, you never know what the hairline's going to do.
So true.
Marcus Armstrong, IndyCar Series pilot, driving for Meyer Shank Racing this year. Last year with Ganassi, then of course Dale Coyne before that. Would you give up your hair for an Indy 500 champion? Would you go bald for the rest of your life if it meant you were going to win the Indy 500?
Well, I feel like that's a bit of a silly question, because yes, I would naturally, and then of course I could just have a hair transplant, couldn't I? Is that part of the rules, or what's? I don't know what the criteria is here, but I think a trip to Turkey and maybe a new hairline would be pretty easy. That even without an Indy 500 championship, I think I might consider that in the future. But good question. But yeah, I would give up my hair.
I mean, why not? Kenny, we're talking $4 million and your face on the Borg Warner. I mean, yeah, of course he'd pluck them out one by one, wouldn't you, Marcus? I mean, everybody wants to win the Indy 500.
Everyone wants to win the Indy 500. I feel like you would probably do a lot more. You do worse things than cut off your hair for an Indy 500 win. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but well, with a bit of thought, I think I'd be willing to probably spend a week in a silent retreatment. So is that a thing? What's the thing that Aaron Rodgers did last year? He spent a week in a silent treatment thing and no lights, nothing. I feel like I'd be willing to do that for an Indy 500.
But there were a lot of drugs involved in there. A lot of
Hey now.
yeah, a lot of mushrooms and so forth.
Ayahuasca. I mean, he is an avid ayahuasca fan, but I'm not, thankfully, as of yet, anyway. And but yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, there's plenty of things I would do for an Indy 500 win.
So we're talking to Marcus Armstrong. We're kicking off the IndyCar schedule next weekend in St. Pete. And Marcus, we've seen all these amazing ads by the group over at Fox promoting the series, promoting the personalities. And I think what we're doing right now is we're putting your ad together. We've already got hair treatments. We've got mushrooms. We've got so many things. What would obviously I'm joking, what would your commercial be though? What would you like to see if you were one of the featured drivers in this Fox IndyCar campaign?
I'll be honest, I didn't actually watch any of the commercials that Fox put together for those three, but honestly, I like the idea of being quite, being quite outrageous and doing something different. I feel like racing in IndyCar is one of those things where it's such a fantastic racing product. You almost just need to advertise the craziness of it and just the out of the box marketing. I think that we could probably take advantage of. I feel like for my specific ad, I could probably, as you say, have something to do with hair. I about 3 months ago, I looked like Justin Bieber, unfortunately, with my long hair. I tried giving long hair a go, like the Rafa Nadal, Justin Bieber look. It was not a vibe. So I've reverted back to this, and I feel like potentially the ad could be somewhat about that, but I will leave that to more creative minds because I'm not too switched on when it comes to the marketing campaigns.
You're a fitness addict, which is a good thing. You're a vegan, vegetarian. There's some fun things to play with here. You're just a massive athlete, and what needs to be showcased. And you're funny.
To be fair, I do enjoy the fitness side of motorsport. IndyCar is very physical, and I'm not sure people understand the physicality that's involved. There's obviously no power steering, but I don't want to be too generic about it, but it is extremely tough. And luckily fitness is just a passion of mine, and somehow it's something that my entire family loves. My stepdad growing up was a Tour de France rider and an Olympian. He won a couple of medals in cycling, and my father was a national judo champion as well. So and he's a fitness freak. Naturally, that's sort of made its way down to me. And I really enjoy spending 2, 3, 4 hours a day training. I'm not sure every driver would say that. And but I think that it helps because when you're racing such a physical car, you need to be able to put all your mental bandwidth into driving it to the maximum of your capacity, as opposed to also having 10% of your energy at least thinking about how to save your energy, which is not good. So it's 1% gains, but in a championship this competitive, you kind of need to do so.
Okay, I think we've nailed at least a portion of the strategy of why Kiwi drivers are so damn good. You've got Olympians in your family, whether it's in your step family or your actual bloodline. Scott Dixon married an Olympian with Emma. So I'm picking up on something here. I don't know about McLaughlin, but you two, I get it now.
Scott is a machine. And I mean, sorry, Dixon, let's say. I don't know Scott McLaughlin quite as well. But Dixon, I'm not sure exactly how old he is at the moment, but you would think that you'd think he's my age by his energy output anyway. And he's extremely fit. And, I don't want to advertise it too much, but he was certainly a role model growing up, a hero, so to speak. So to see how dedicated he is to success in this championship is quite remarkable.
Hey, Marcus, I was talking with Shane van Gisbergen prior to the Daytona 500, and one of the things that we talked about was the clamoring from the press to talk to motorsports drivers in the U.S. versus in New Zealand or even Australia to that point, to where it can almost be suffocating at times. And I'm not saying SVG was saying he doesn't like it. He's just not used to it. And we want SVG to be this bubbly, talkative, always in your face kind of guy when he's really not that way. How do you see the press in the U.S. versus New Zealand?
I see that the press is actually not so different, frankly. I mean, I enjoy the personalities in America. That, you know, it's almost certainly I raced in Europe for a long time, and compared to America, I feel like America wants you to have a personality. Like they push you to go outside your comfort zone and talk, and just for lack of a better word, nonsense, you know, just to show some personality. Whereas in Europe and perhaps in New Zealand as well, they kind of want you to be a bit more, let's say, reserved and quiet, and don't say anything that you don't need to. In fact, when I was a Ferrari junior driver, we used to do media training, and they would basically teach us 100 ways to say nothing. And that was, yeah, legitimately, like we'd go into a classroom and we would be warned about the dangers of the media and how to answer questions by saying nothing. And I feel like I struggled with that a little bit because I started to build good relationships with a lot of the journalists over there, and they're actually, like, as Americans are, very good people, very friendly, and you kind of want to give them some juicy content. You know, you want to at least show your personality a little bit, as opposed to just being a blank piece of paper. So I really enjoy this culture in America, and I honestly, when I'm in the gym, I'll listen to 3-4 hours of Pat McAfee a day, and so I've become accustomed to the really flamboyant, journalistic style of America, and I love it.
And I love that guy. I want Marcus Armstrong to win his ass off for 2025 in the IndyCar Series, because we do have your winners join us Sunday nights here in the Freak Nation.
Sebring was a good start this week, top of the charts.
Yep.
Ended up 4th overall, I think, but he was tops on a couple of the sessions.
Freak Nation, coming up next, we celebrate more February, Black History Month, with 4-time NHRA Top Fuel champion and just an overall badass and a freak fave, Antron Brown. Next, Speed Freaks Pits, Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive style. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
Keeping your pride and joy perfect is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Start with Slick Mist Speed Wax. Simply mist on and wipe off for professional detail or shine. For your tires and trim, there's Lucas Slick Mist Tire and Trim Shine. Spray on and wipe off for better than new look. Then finish her with Lucas Slick Mist Interior Detailer. Just spray and wipe. Easy. Use Lucas Slick Mist Car Care products and she'll never look better. Fast, easy, and professional. Really, it's sort of like having an extra set of hands. Or 3.
This segment is sponsored by BetterHelp. You know, you hear about therapy and the broad benefits that it can provide to people, but with BetterHelp, it's not just the benefits of therapy, it's also the convenience of being able to log on to more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties. You know, we hear about red flags in life that we really should be avoiding. Something that BetterHelp is doing now, come on, race fans, you're with me here. How about looking for green flags, positive influences in your life, your family relationships, your friendships? BetterHelp can find that for you. Whether you're dating, married, building new friendships, BetterHelp can help you form relationships that love you back. Discover those green flags in your life with BetterHelp. Go today. Visit BetterHelp.com/SpeedFreaks and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/SpeedFreaks. Positivity, green flags in your life, it's all done with BetterHelp.
Spring forward with real unlimited data from Straight Talk this tax season and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. So you can stream games during Mad March hours, check the weather for April showers, and watch gardening videos about May flowers. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 4/15/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires purchase of single line Gold Unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
Lowe's knows that your deadlines don't change, even when your job does. But with Lowe's Buy Online, Pick Up in Store, we'll help you adjust on the fly. And when you absolutely can't leave the project, we can deliver to your job site as soon as same day. Lowe's knows pros. We help, you save. Valid on eligible in-stock orders and select zip codes placed by 2 p.m. for same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Fees vary based on purchase. More terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
3 years of sellout crowds, 3 years of edge-of-your-seat action, 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR, and now NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship playoffs are coming Sunday, September 7th, 2025. Go to www.traceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
Rev up your passion for speed. Mav TV Go is the ultimate streaming app for race fans. Enjoy exclusive racing, live events, groundbreaking originals, and a lot more. Anytime, anywhere, for free. Whether you're a diehard or just getting started, Mav TV Go has something for everyone. Mav TV Go, your global home of motorsports, now on the go. Download the app now.
You're listening to Speed Freaks Motorsports Radio Redefined.
Antron Brown back in the Freak Nation. Antron, I'm seeing all this coverage for IndyCar on Fox. The fastest motorsports on the planet. No, it's not, Antron. I've asked Ron Capps, many other drivers, when they see IndyCar, the fastest motorsports on the planet, let's set them straight. That ain't right.
No, it's not right, because we're over 220 miles an hour in the first 330 feet. You know what I mean? We do that in less than 2 seconds. It takes them 2 laps to get up that speed. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I have a lot of respect for the Indy cars. They are fast, and I always had an interest in it to it. But, you know, that's just an ad person not doing his due diligence. That's all it is. Everybody knows who the
Ron said it's an intern that doesn't know any better.
I don't know who it is. But the thing about it is, all they got to do is look it up. We are the fastest accelerating vehicles on the planet. And let me tell you something. Look how young I look, Kenny. Look, I'm 30, man. When you go 330, man, it keeps the wrinkles off, baby. Keeps them off.
You leave the wrinkles back at the starting line.
Yes, I do. When you step on that gas pedal and you pull 6 Gs in a straight line, not because we're changing directions, in a straight line, you know you are in a car that can get ghost.
No idea what the hell he just said. I was going to agree with.
Get ghost. That means you can't see me no more. Like, now I'm back.
Antron, you've had your share of championships, all right? And I enjoy answers when they are authentic, and I want your answer in this.
Okay.
Do you enjoy being the one being chased or chasing a championship during the series? Because people are chasing you for 2025. Which position do you enjoy more?
You know, honestly, I like being the underdog where people don't see you, and you just sneak up on them and go, bam! Honestly, because the thing about it is that it gives you that excitement, but I also like being the one being chased at times, too. It all depends on how you feel. Like, if you chase enough, like, you know, you don't get seen and noticed. But when you are being chased, that means you are the car and the team to beat, and you're dropping low ET. So I think this year I'm going to enjoy being chased, because we're going to try to be the one that needs to be chased, and that's the game plan.
Being the guy that's chased, you have more stress on you with hospitality, and you've always said you're the people person. You need to make people, or you feel like you need to make people happy in your hospitality. All of that is elevated in 2025 now. How do you compartmentalize that on a race weekend? I know when you head to a race weekend, you turn off your emails, but when you're there, you still have that people-pleasing business to do.
You always do, and that's the hardest part about drag racing, because we just don't go to race to race. We're there to entertain. we have sponsor obligations, and we're going on the midways. We're signing autographs. We actually work. Our job is not just to drive the race car and sign autographs for 20 minutes and you're done for the weekend. We literally work between sessions of qualifying. And even on race day, sometimes you get pulled to go do this 30-minute deal over here or 20-minute deal over there while they're rebuilding your car. Then you got to get back and put yourself back into race mode. And I know the biggest thing for us, that was the most crucial thing last year when we was running for that championship in Pomona, is that we had a plane crash. A plane crashed at the fairgrounds. And we're in the water box ready to go. I was in the water box. Like, they're about to fire my car up. And I had to go back, decompress, gather back up. The crew chiefs were nervous because they had to change the tune up the car because the track was changing, the sun was out. So you have to go through all this different stuff in our form of motorsports, and you have to have that mental toughness. And the only way you do is if you're physically strong, you're mentally strong. And then when you're mentally strong, you're emotionally strong. And that's what gets you down that track from A to B to turn those wind lights on. And you have to and I try to have to be that centerpiece to resonate that to the people on my team. For me, the crew chiefs have to do it, and we're kind of leaders, like all three of us, like Brian, Brad, myself. We have to resonate that to the rest of the crew so they can pick it up. And that's one thing that's so special, Crash, about being that type of team.
Antron, with Fox making the big move with IndyCar this year, they've got those 3 tiers. They've got NASCAR, IndyCar, NHRA. But I heard you shouting some numbers, NHRA numbers versus IndyCar numbers over the years. What were those numbers I heard you talking about as far as viewership?
Well, viewership, you just look at it. Like, IndyCar always has the Indy 500. But everything else, NHRA, we're up there, brother. We're actually the second most watched motorsports in America behind NASCAR. And that's a statement that we always have for many years. And now the secret's out, brother. It's like we're coming. And when I get on those airplanes now, I used to think I had an airplane ride, like, I'm good. Like, I'm going to be good. Now everybody goes, that's Antron Brown. That's Antron Brown. I was like, hey, next year, you need to hook a brother up. Hook a brother up. I'm just saying. But you need a little help on that. But the thing about it is, it's always good to see that. And we love our brother and sister motorsports out there. And because we rise on each other, we play off each other. So we live in Indy. IndyCar's in Indy. NASCAR's in North Carolina. But the thing about it is we share a lot of the similar fan base. But everybody knows who the fastest out there is.
So Malcolm Stewart comes in. First win in 450s. Comes in the Freak Nation, wins that race. Raja Caruth comes in. It's February. It's Black History Month. And it's like you representing African Americans, it's not lost on you. And I know that because I still see it. When you see a young African American kid, black kid come over here with his father, it's just, you light up.
Well, the difference of it is that they can see their self in me. They resemble. And that's the whole thing about drag racing, what makes it so special. And I always tell people, we're not just the only motorsport, the only sport, period. That's what made me love this sport so much. When you get a ticket, it's an all-access pass. And when you get the all-access pass and you come inside the locker room and you're able to sit by side and see your hero greats like Kenny Bernstein, Mark Oswald, and people like that, you go, man, I could be here one day. And when I'm able to be here now because I went through that deal as a kid and I see another kid come up to me and look at me and I'm their Kenny Bernstein. That's why I light up, brother. I'm like, oh my God. It's like how you just pass it forward. And when I see that kid, I say, yeah, man, you could be here one day. Come on. They say, I could come in? Yes, you can. Come touch this race car. Because once you let that kid touch that race car, now he goes, this is what this feels like. And once they start seeing what it feels like I did, I got to sit in one. I was like, oh, I'm going to be here one day. It gives them something to shoot for. It gives them that hope that this is the dream I want to live in. And this is how I get there. Now you let them be around it. Then once you let them touch it, brother, watch out. Them tracks are coming. And before I know it, before I retire, that same kid might be like, AB, move over, I'm taking your seat.
Raja Caruth has a viable shot at winning the NASCAR Truck Championship. With Malcolm winning his first race in the 450s, it's awesome to see these young African-American kids coming in here and kicking some ass. They're getting good rides. They're getting good mechanics. You're a preacher for that as well, being able to get those people around you in order to succeed.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's like anything in life. If you want to be successful, surround yourself with good people. You want to be elite, surround yourself with great people. If you want to do something that is in the storybooks that's a part of history, get people that have the same desire and passion and drive that you have, because when you fall off a kilter a little bit, they stand you back up. And when they do, you stand them back up and watch out and watch what happens. I'm living proof of it. Like, you get somebody around you like a Brian Karate, Mark Oswald, Brad Mason, Chris Watson, Chris Newton, all the guys on our team. You get people like that with each other that they show up to work not because they have to, because they want to. And they're going to stay after. Work's done at 5 p.m. I see Brandon, our new guy that came up, he's there to 7, 8 o'clock at night. You know what that shows you? That shows you want, desire, and you're fueling that passion. And that passion, what it's fueling is actually fueling history and championships. And that's when the unbelievable happened. And it was so cool to see Malcolm do what he does. I remember Malcolm being a little kid, sitting at the Supercross races, watching his big brother James, and I was really close friends with the family. He was always sitting there smiling. I see him all the time. They call him Predator. He's got his dreads on or whatever. I remember Malcolm when he used to have that clean fade on the side. I said, boy, bring back that clean fade. Put the wave cap on. I want to see the waves, boys, see if you can grow some waves back. But the funniest part of it is I used to tease him, mess with him, but he was always happy and fun. That's why so many people were so stoked to see him win. He's always had the talent. I used to text him before every race. I text Malcolm before every race. I was like, brother, go get it. Let's go. Focus. Race smart. Race smart. He raced that race so smart, he stayed with them, and then he turned the speed up to run the best of the best down to the lead and has run the whoop section like nobody else. Shoot, I think he even ran those whoop sections better than James ever ran a whoop section. Woo! I said that about that. Bubba, I said it, James. I said it. I can say it because you retired because you ain't coming back.
And, of course, Antron Brown, 4 NHRA Top Fuel Championships, 1 as a team owner and a driver, as they get set to kick off their 2025 season coming up. Gosh, this is Sunday, Monday show coming up in almost 2 weeks from Gainesville. They'll be here in Phoenix. The third weekend of March, and fourth weekend will, of course, be coming to you with a number of interviews from that here in Phoenix. But, yeah, getting excited for NHRA to get cranking and blowing up some 12,000 horsepower engines. 12,000 horsepower engines. Let that sink in, Freak Nation. Coming up next, we think William Byron has some new excitement in his life. It has everything to do with Sabrina Carpenter. That's coming up next. Speed Freaks Pits, Lucas Oil Studios.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
From the labs at Lucas Oil Products, Lucas Oil Complete Engine Treatment is a multifunctional cleaner plus lubricant. For every fill-up of gas or diesel, add 1 16-ounce can of Lucas Oil Complete Engine Treatment. 1 bottle can treat a tank of up to 21 gallons. Its special additives allows a better fuel burn to help increase your miles per gallon. Expect longer engine life, longer oil life, cleaner exhaust, and less fuel consumption. Lucas Oil, it works.
This segment is sponsored by BetterHelp. You know, you hear about therapy and the broad benefits that it can provide to people, but with BetterHelp, it's not just the benefits of therapy, it's also the convenience of being able to log on to more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties. You know, we hear about red flags in life that we really should be avoiding. Something that BetterHelp is doing now, come on, race fans, you're with me here. How about looking for green flags, positive influences in your life, your family relationships, your friendships? BetterHelp can find that for you. Whether you're dating, married, building new friendships, BetterHelp can help you form relationships that love you back. Discover those green flags in your life with BetterHelp. Go today. Visit BetterHelp.com/SpeedFreaks and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/SpeedFreaks. Positivity, Green flags in your life, it's all done with BetterHelp.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive style. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
What's better than one win? 3 wins. With Straight Savings, you keep your own phone, get one line for only $25 a month with real unlimited data, and get rewarded with a $200 phone credit after 12 months. It's a win-win-win. Head to Walmart or visit straighttalk.com today. Switch to Straight Talk. Less dollars, more sense. Straight Savings Plan enrollment requires compatible unlocked device and new line of service. Bonus device credit requires 12 months of active service. Offer ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. Taxes and fees apply. For network management practices, see Straight Talk's terms and conditions.
Right now at Wendy's, get 2 of these fave items for just $7. The spicier classic chicken sandwich, Dave's single, or 10-piece nugs. It's an incredible deal, but an insanely difficult choice. Do you go double chicky sando, both spicy and classic, 1 beefy and 1 chicky? Or maybe you go all in on one and go Nug Max. 2 faves for just $7? Gotta be Wendy's.
At participating Wendy's for a limited time only. Select a request 2 for $7 deal to redeem. Not valid in a combo or with saucy nugs. Single item at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
3 years of sellout crowds. 3 years of edge-of-your-seat action. 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR. And now, NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship playoffs are coming. Sunday, September 7th, 2025. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
Rev up your passion for speed. Mav TV Go is the ultimate streaming app for race fans. Enjoy exclusive racing, live events, groundbreaking originals, and a lot more. Anytime, anywhere, for free. Whether you're a diehard or just getting started, Mav TV Go has something for everyone. Mav TV Go, your global home of motorsports, now on the go. Download the app now.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, this segment brought to you by our good friends at Straight Talk. That's Straight Talk to you and me. Need more data so you can stream the freaks, stream your jams? Well, switch to Straight Talk and get real unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. You know, given the fact that I am the father of an 11-year-old, and I hang with 11-year-olds quite often. Don't sleazy there, Crasher.
At soccer games.
Yes. Oh,
You're their coach. I wasn't going anywhere.
I was hanging out at Main Event with Henley, my daughter, and her. I wouldn't. No, listen, I took him. Wasn't hanging out. I wasn't like, hey.
Wow.
We had a damn good time at the arcades, and you could follow trends with these 11-year-olds. And little did I know about 5-6 months ago that Taylor Swift, Swifties are gone. It's all about Sabrina Carpenter. It is all about SC. Is that right, Richie?
I don't disagree. I do not disagree with you. Sabrina Carpenter is the latest and greatest pop star in the universe that is the music industry. So much so that her latest album, this is my favorite part of the show because we get to talk about music. Sabrina Carpenter's latest album, called Short and Sweet, was nominated for 8 Grammys this year, and I believe it did win for at least 1 or 2 as well. So she is the latest and greatest thing in pop music, and she's terrific. She's incredible. Go check out her album Short and Sweet. It's really good.
Her Instagram, Crasher, is growing. How many followers do you think she has on Instagram?
40 million?
Close. 45 million followers on Instagram.
Hey.
Cole Cusimano does not agree with it. I saw you shaking your head over there.
I'm very anti Sabrina Carpenter.
Why?
You got a stance on Sabrina Carpenter?
I am. I'm just not really into the hypersexualization of her work
What did you say? What
the
did you call-
hypersexualization of her comments and her work when she has all these little girls looking up to her. But that's just me being an old head, I guess. I don't know.
Get out of here, man!
Almost 30 now, and it's showing.
Get out of here!
Sorry,
Have you ever
Sabrina.
tried this one, Cole? Have you ever tried this one? That just flew right over your head. That was great.
No.
What the hell? It
It
flew over
flew
my
over
head.
mine
What
too.
was that?
Yeah.
It's a line in a song.
Yeah,
it's
I
a
would not
lyric.
know. I would
And
not know.
she gets on stage at her shows and she does different positions every show. Have you ever tried this one? And they're different positions.
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 With all these little girls like Henley's age looking up to her.
Well, we might have a little conversation before little SC's brought into the sergeant household.
But now we know why a couple of drivers they have a high affinity for her.
You know
right?
what? This might be the greatest thing that's ever happened to William Boring, is to be caught in one of those positions with Sabrina Carpenter.
Damn.
Right?
Sure.
Touche?
Yes.
Sure. And then she can get on stage. Have you ever tried this one?
And bring out
William's
William
with her.
Boring. And then William
Yeah. Hi.
Wow.
Hi. I'm on the Empire State Building. Hi. So there is a story, though, that evidently someone who reached out to who? William Boring reached out to Sabrina, or what's the story
Okay,
here,
so
Richard?
the entire story is a big joke, and it started on a parody account on Twitter that's picking up steam called Daily Downfords. This is the latest and greatest in parody accounts when it comes to news. Somewhat in the vein of like NBA Centel. You guys have no idea what that is. William Byron brought that up in his TMZ interview, but it's basically just random made up crap that goes around the internet, and it's a meme. So
I fell for something I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. I fell for something. So yeah,
Exactly.
They're good. They're sly in how they word things.
Exactly, and they photoshopped William Byron commenting on a Sabrina Carpenter Instagram, on her Instagram, and that's how this all started. And so he went on TMZ and he was asked about it and be like, "Oh, what's going on here? Is this a thing?" And he said, "No, it's not." But he did invite Sabrina out to a race. And then this weekend in Atlanta, it was still the biggest story in Atlanta this weekend, William Boring, because he was asked about it in the media center, and he said, and he was asked basically like, "Hey, William, have you heard from Sabrina yet?" Oop, that's Cole. There we go.
Sabrina Carpenter yet? That's a good one. No, it was cool to have a little bit of fun with that, and we'll see where it goes. The question's for TMZ.
Hey.
Oh, that's it? That's the answer?
So what you're saying
Lordy.
is Sabrina's known for her song Espresso, and he could be Vanilla Bean Byron could be her bae. See, I could be topical. I could be, I could play into this.
Good.
Vanilla Bean Byron. I don't agree with it, but Espresso. Figured it kind of pair well.
Oh, Cole, I feel for Cole, because he's right. Your next generation of drivers, my friend, are the freaking worst. Again, I've got socks in my drawer that have more personality than William Boring. Play that soundbite again, because listen, if that's Kyle Busch, Chase Briscoe, Ross Chastain, Kosovar, not Hocevar, not the Jekyll and Hyde. What do we call him? Kosovar,
His alter ego.
The alter ego, or even a few other younger drivers. I mean, Kyle Larson would have some fun with that. But here it is, William Boring, Sabrina Carpenter, one of the biggest artists out there on the planet. How does he answer it there, Richard?
Have you heard from Sabrina Carpenter yet? That's a good one.
Stop it. Just stop it.
That's a good one.
Just write it. Just say something like this, William. She put me in an odd position. Yeah. You can go to 4-shot now, Richie. I'm tired of looking at myself, okay?
Hang on.
God.
She put me in an odd position.
Maybe it's
Well done,
maybe
old
it's his
man.
freaking sponsor, Liberty University, where maybe he is just a freaking tyrant wanting to go bananas. But Liberty University says you cannot say anything that is that is even remotely off color. So that's why I'm kind of surprised that he ended up on. How did freaking William Byron end up on TMZ?
Sabrina.
Because Sabrina Carpenter is one of the biggest pop stars in the world.
Oh, was it because he put it out there?
No, Richard just told you the story.
Or the
The
Downfords.
The Downfords put it out there,
Right,
and then TMZ called on to it, and they asked them to come on their show. And yeah.
Verify this, Byron. Boring. Sorry.
Oh my goodness. Cole Cusimano. Hey, speaking of Cole Cusimano, Cole, you put together the graphics for our Beat the Freaks, which, by the way, Freak Nation, every Friday, Saturday morning, we put out a Beat the Freaks video where you get a chance to beat the Freaks. The majority of the time it's going to be NASCAR. However, next weekend it's going to be IndyCar as we kick off St. Pete, where you get to pick 3 drivers, and if your 3 drivers total finishing numbers beat ours, you take home a set of General Tires. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. But are we going to do, Richard, are we going to do X this time? We can do it this week. Maybe do it for IndyCar.
Oh, you're talking. We can put it out on the Instagrams.
Right.
Yeah, we can make it a part. We can even make it a part of horsepower hump day.
Yeah, that's
even.
true. Okay. So regardless, we had, of course, our picks for Atlanta. And who was the gentleman, Cole, that participated in our Beat the Freaks, the first one for 2025?
At Josh George 3.
Hey, all right. How did we do there, Richard C. Suave or Cole? Can you bring up that graphic on how we did? There it is. Look at that.
Oh, baby.
Crasher with a hard 114. Look at Josh George, the 3, in that position. Anybody else get it?
Yes. I was just going to say, well done, Kenny.
And Cole with that Austin Cindric pick, falling in the 7s. Richard C., why did you suck so bad this race?
Daniel Suarez let me down, man. I wanted to run it back with my boys from last year in that 3-wide finish, and Daniel Suarez has got 1.5 feet out the door at Trackhouse, and so he did not fare very well on Sunday.
He
was victim, though. He was victim of
graphic back up.
circumstance.
All right, so again, Freak Nation, look, Josh George there. If you're watching this, be sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You can have a shot at winning a set of General Tires. Josh is not taking home some General Tires. Crash kicked his ass with a $114 to his 82. You know what that means? Means you got to get the hell out of here, guys. So again, Beat the Freaks, Freak Nation. We'll be doing IndyCar this weekend. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and of course on Facebook, the website, speedfreaks.tv. Go to 4-Shot Richie. I don't want to say goodbye, just me. Will you?
I can't do that. I have to pull up the thing. So
Okay.
yeah,
How
we
about a
can't go to the
2-shot?
background.
It's better to have Crasher's beautiful
Yeah.
face in there. Might have to talk about another position once we get off the show. Cole Cusimano. All right, man. We'll do it again next week, Freak Nation. Thank you guys for being a part of this big old thing. See you.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive style. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
This segment is sponsored by BetterHelp. You know, you hear about therapy and the broad benefits that it can provide to people, but with BetterHelp, it's not just the benefits of therapy, it's also the convenience of being able to log on to more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties. You know, we hear about red flags in life that we really should be avoiding. Something that BetterHelp is doing now, come on, race fans, you're with me here. How about looking for green flags, positive influences in your life, your family relationships, your friendships? BetterHelp can find that for you. Whether you're dating, married, building new friendships, BetterHelp can help you form relationships that love you back. Discover those green flags in your life with BetterHelp. Go today, visit betterhelp.com/speedfreaks and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/speedfreaks. Positivity Green flags in your life, it's all done with BetterHelp.
For more than 30 years, Lucas Oil Products has been solving some of the most difficult mechanical problems in the automotive, marine, and industrial industries. From our original Core 4 products, heavy-duty oil stabilizer, power steering, stop leak, transmission fix, and fuel treatment, we have now developed over 400 custom products to help solve some of the world's toughest mechanical issues. Go to lucasoil.com to see what we have in store for you. Lucas Oil, it works.
Lowe's knows that your deadlines don't change, even when your job does. But with Lowe's Buy Online, Pick Up in Store, we'll help you adjust on the fly. And when you absolutely can't leave the project, we can deliver to your job site as soon as same day. Lowe's knows pros. We help, you save. Valid on eligible in-stock orders and select zip codes placed by 2 p.m. for same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Fees vary based on purchase. More terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
Spring forward with real unlimited data from Straight Talk this tax season and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. So you can stream games during Mad March hours, check the weather for April showers, and watch gardening videos about May flowers. Straight Talk, real unlimited data, available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 4/15/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires purchase of single line Gold Unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
Rev up your passion for speed. MAVTV Go is the ultimate streaming app for race fans. Enjoy exclusive racing, live events, groundbreaking originals, and a lot more. Anytime, anywhere, for free. Whether you're a diehard or just getting started, MAVTV Go has something for everyone. MAVTV Go, your global home of motorsports, now on the go. Download the app now.
3 years of sellout crowds. 3 years of edge-of-your-seat action. 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR. And now, NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship playoffs are coming. Sunday, September 7th, 2025. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
You're listening to Speed Freaks Motorsports Radio Redefined.